to begin with, tell me your name and what school you go to.
School you go to? Okay, my name is Hoàng Phú Anh. You can call me Judy if you want. And my school I'm going is Amsterdam for the gifted.
Okay, so for part one, I'm going to ask you some questions about TV. Do you like watching TV?
Yes, of course. I like watching TV. I like watching the show on TV, the news, and news hunter also. I always watching TV, but I used to watching cartoon on TV. Now I usually watching TV show, news, or some long story.
Okay, what kind of TV programs are your favorites?
TV program. I think it's a news on the TV at the 19 p.m. 7 p.m. at the evening.
Okay, do you ever like to watch the same kinds of TV shows?
Same kind of TV show?
Yes, like you always watch news or you always watch a comedy show?
Actually, I don't want to watch the same TV program because I want to have a different point of view on my mind when I'm watching something. When I'm watching news, I can even update the news in the world or in the Vietnam. Or if I'm watching the cartoon, I feel entertaining, so I can relax my mind or take a rest. Or something like watching the National Geographic, it's really helped me to update my knowledge about science or the natural.
Okay. Do you ever watch TV programs on your phone?
No, I don't watch TV on my phone. I just use my phone to social media or YouTube. I watch it also.
Okay. Do you ever talk about the TV programs you watch with your friends?
Yes, of course. In my school, we have to do a project to watch a TV news, and we have to report it at the next lesson on the class. And I remember I have to watch my news about the Ukraine and Russian, and I have to report it in the literature lesson in my class.
Have you ever watched a TV show with your family?
Actually, yep. I also watch it now with my family. We also usually watch it in the dinner when I take dinner together at the TV in front of the table, and we just eating and also watching the TV, discuss about the update in the world or something like problem in Vietnam or some kind of hot news.
Okay. For part two, your question is try to use as many advanced vocabularies as you can. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and will introduce you describe you for a French person I have heard about. Is really person in the world you can see on YouTube is Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast is I know him throughout his YouTube channel. They call Mr. Beast on the YouTube. I know him throughout my TikTok. Twitter now is called X, and he's a kind person. He's very friendly and he's really extrovert, I think. because his communication is really good when he go outside, talk to each other, and the things I like of him is he always have the content on YouTube, his YouTube. His content is also about the bed, something on the volunteering. He will spend his money on the bed or building a bed, a big bed, and he will invite some people or make people attend to it, participate in it, and they will have a will do a some solution to like to go across some problems and solve the problem, and you go to into the you up to the like around divided by a round, and when you cross one round you will go on inside, and when you win that bet you will have some money, and you think it's really big money, and so and another content of his YouTube is he will like do a volunteering like volunteering money to the poor people or buy something if Mr. Beast on the road. Like, I think it's really in my point of view is kind I think he's kind of extrovert, and his content made me is my inspiration in my life. I want to volunteer a lot when I watch his video.
Okay. Do you have any foreign friends?
Actually, I'm good having now. I don't have anyone now.
Okay.
Vietnamese friend.
Do you think having foreign friends is a good way to learn about other cultures?
Actually, I think obviously yes, because when you have your foreign friend, you can firstly will learn their language, and after learning their language, you go more deeper inside the culture throughout the language, because some language you have a different like a typical word or something is typical in the accent. But the accent is a really good way, best way to go through the cuisine or something like the culture. It's like Vietnam. In Vietnam, when the south is the accent is very different at the north and all the central Vietnam like that. So I think I have a foreign friend. It's really helping us to catch up with another like updating or something like culture of any another country.
Okay. Can you tell me what are the advantages of studying in another country?
Oh, there are many benefits to when you study in another country. Like if you study in another country, the self-discipline, the self-sufficient will be increased a lot. Because you don't have the family next to you. When you study, you will meet many new friends. This friend will help you a lot in for your knowledge.
Okay. Tourists sometimes may act inappropriately while traveling to certain countries. What do you think about this? So tourists sometimes do things that are not culturally okay in a country. What are your views about this?
This problem is a very common problem in real life, in tourists, especially in the peak season for some country like Vietnam right now. It's really summer now, and people tend to go to the Vietnam in summer because Vietnam is like a freedom country. You can sit on the pavement and you can bring some drinking or some beer, but the tourists maybe don't know the culture of Vietnam. I think when you sit in the pavement, they tend to like talk loudly or something like laugh loudly that make the Vietnamese feel like it's really cringe. And Also, another problem is when it's like think there are very more freedom in their country. Like when you about the fashion of Vietnamese has a unique fashion and unique style, but when other foreigners came to Vietnam, they also wearing like sometimes some like small more freedom in from Vietnam. No, let's see.
That's okay. All done. Thank
What?
you very much. Can you close the camera, please?